back to my channel. I am here to film a little bit of two things. One, I'm here to film kind of a haul, and two, I'm here to also film my monthly spread, because I have trialed it before. I never filmed it, and then I decided that I was going to start it for the new year for 2019. So part of the haul is introducing you to my new planner. This is an Erin Condren planner, just a 12-month spread from January to December, just for the rest of for 2019 year. Even though it says 2018, 2019, it's just 2019. And I specifically purchased this because I wanted to do weekly memory spreads, and then I wanted to do monthly plans. That way I could not only get filming in, but then I could also use it a little bit as like a journal. I have never been good at keeping a journal. I've always wanted to keep a journal, to be honest with you, but I get excited and I write in it a couple times and then it dies down. So I'm hoping, because I have always been a consistent planner, that this memory spread stuff will actually help for me to keep a memory. I am always the kind of person that loves the idea of, like, you know, 6 generations down the road, my kids, grandkids, or whatever, are reading my journals. But, you know, that's very difficult for me because I can't seem to keep it. So this is the watercolor front. I really liked the purple and blue, and then I just put KP because those are my initials, KP, Keisha Prince 2019. And for now I'm just going to keep everything as is, and then I'm just going to jump right into the monthly, because the nice thing about not buying like the 18-month planner is the fact that they don't send you too many filler pages. Like, you do have the years at a glance, so it's all of 2019 and even part of 2018, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. But other than that, there's not a ton of fillers, which I really like. In the back they're like notes and contacts and stickers and stuff, which I can take out later as my planner gets full. But for now, I'm just going to plan this. And then also, like I said, it was going to be kind of a haul. So for Christmas, I'm very excited that I got a silhouette, which is what I had been saying that I wanted, and that I was kind of planning on getting. And of course, because of that, I've gone to town with either reprinting stickers. Sorry, I'm taking this film off. Either reprinting stickers or printing sticker kits. And so, which is bad, that it's just fueled my addiction. So I purchased this monthly kit from Plannerology, I believe. Yeah, Plannerology. I have bought a couple of things from Plannerology before, but I really liked this one because most of the January kits were gold and black, or just like straight winter. And I really like this because although it's not artwork that is new to me, because I have seen the artwork before, it is fun colors, okay? And then on top of that, so the monthly comes with this sheet, which is obviously the top header, the dates, making sure that they cut correctly, some washi, some sidebar stuff, and some small boxes. Again, boxes. This is for down here. Okay, and then I also purchased the monthly notes sheet, which obviously is not called notes anymore. You know, a couple years ago, the Erin Condrens used to have like this fancy thing here, and they realized that in the neutral setup that people aren't going to use them. So I decided to purchase this monthly notes sheet, and I'm going to essentially place it in kind of like this, where I can like track different things. So yeah, keep track of those. So I don't know if I'm gonna film this today, but at least I will film the monthly. So if you are interested in watching this, then just stick around and I am going to get zoomed in. Okay. So here we are, let's get started. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using this planner, along with this is the first time I'm actually filming a plan with me, so I am a little nervous, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna start, not that I need to entirely white it out, I'm just doing it so that I know that for sure it's gonna be completely gone. So how was everybody's Christmas? I had talked about this before, that like I was excited about winter break, which I'm still in winter break, which is a lot of fun. And the only sad thing is that it goes so fast. Does anybody else, oh, hello Whiteout. Does anybody else see that problem, that their winter break goes by so fast? Okay, so let's get this laid down. I cannot believe that this is already a new year. Like, I am shocked. Oh, I already am so excited about this. Sorry. I think what I'm most excited about is the fact that these stickers actually fit and that I'm not having to like recreate and pretty much, you know, reinvent the wheel, which is not fun. Oh man, for those of you that are Cricut users, you would understand what I'm talking about. I hope this goes on straight. You know, I love my Cricut and I probably will not sell it even after getting the silhouette, but it's very frustrating. Oh yeah, that's good. It's very frustrating to do something along the, oh, hello. Let me go wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The hard thing about these pretty black kits is that they get ink everywhere. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, so I love my Cricut, but the problem with a Cricut is the fact that it, a lot of sellers do not either do black cutout lines, or they don't tell you exactly how big the, how big your your printable has to be. Like, so Cricut, you can size it up to, depending on how big of a paper you have. So if you're gonna print and cut, you can only do up to 8.5 by 11, which is an obvious thing because paper is only the size of an 8.5 by 11 sheet. But there's a problem with that. When sellers don't tell you how big the dimensions need to be for their product, it leaves your planner to be kind of undone, you know? So, I was just like guessing 90% of the time. So I think I'm gonna put sidebars over here just because, like, see how it says notes over here? And there's no boxes necessarily. There's no boxes. I mean, I could always pull in other boxes. That's not a problem. It's the same width as other things. So, and again, like I said, I've gone to town on print and cutting things because this is so light. Let's see if it's gonna, I think it'll be fine. If it shows, I'll just white it out on the next one. So, yeah, okay, I definitely should have whited it out. Okay, I'm gonna white it out for future. Okay, sorry, you're back. I had to white you out, white out the whole column because this also has the February month, which is right here, and this is December, so I didn't need to have 2 Februarys. Anyway, so, you know, I loved my Cricut, but the problem is just the fact that there's a lot of sellers that don't use Cricuts. They use silhouettes because silhouettes, you are able to do more precise cutting. You can do it quicker. Like, in my opinion, I feel like my silhouette's quicker than my Cricut is. And so a lot of sellers do not use black outlines, which sucks for us Cricut users because then we are out of luck when a product only does, you know, a silhouette. Like, for example, Print Petticoat Bandit. You know, their stuff is beautiful, but it only works if you have a silhouette, or if you just want to print a PDF. And let's be honest, who wants to print PDF and do hand cut? I don't. Not after I've had the taste of, you know, being able to do it myself, you know? So yeah, that's the downside. So over here, I'm still gonna decide. The nice thing is that there are these words like important, bills, finances, work, remember, this month goals to do, buy, don't forget, appointment, fitness, study, to go, and to clean. But I don't know which one I want to do in what order. So by the end, I will have that up. Okay, so now let's get into the big stuff. So the nice thing is that I learned from Tiffany from Cardboard Couture to do some pre-planning. And so I have done all my pre-planning. I've written all the bills, the things that I need to remember, and then the birthdays for this month. And this is how I pre-planned my month. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the bills, and I have 3 bills and 3 bill dues right here. So the first, and I'm just going to use my Papermate Flair pen. The first bill that I have is to Cricut, and that is for $10.67, and that is on the second. The next bill that I have is to Happy Scrappy, which is a subscription service for planners, and this is on the 4th. This is for $22.99, I think. I got it from another planner of mine, so hopefully. And then the next one is a service that I use for school, and it's called Brain Pop, and it's on the 5th, and that is for $10.95. And I'm just going to do the bill dues at the bottom, just because then I can add other things to the top if I want to. So the second, I guess I should have done a different color so it doesn't blend in, but it's fine. So the second, here's that. Okay, the 4th, making sure that my fingers don't get too blotchy from other colors. Whew, that is. Okay, so the 4th, maybe. Kind of smearing. And the 5th. I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of pen doesn't smear besides, you know, like I said, this is a beautiful kit, but it's because it's mostly black, it's making my hands black. So, okay, so there are my bills. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cross off that I've already done my bills. Now I'm going to go on to things to remember. I will do birthdays towards the end, then that way if it needs to be small, not a big deal, okay? So the nice thing about this planner is that it has a lot of quarter boxes that I can use, a lot over here too. I think I want to keep it kind of consistent, and let's see, how many things did I have that are school? So this is school, this is school, and this is school. So there's 3 of those. I have, this is travel, this is, I guess you can call it work, and then this is doctor. So let's do whatever I have the least of. I have 4 of everything, so that's awesome. Let's do school in these solid ones. So I'm gonna do back to school in this one because the second is black and I want to make sure that it stays that way. So, okay, so back to school. Oh, this break is going by so fast, I cannot believe. SCC, which stands for School Community Council, is on the 8th at 3:30. And then I have Building Leadership Team, or BLT, at 3:15 on the 15th. So back to school goes on the 2nd. Making sure you're in frame, sorry if you're not. I'm trying to stay on top of it. Okay. Normally I would flip it around, but because this black is like really inky. I'm trying to stay away from it as much as possible. Not for my sake, but for my planner's sake. Might have to do a little bit of whiteout over here. School Community Council is on the 8th. Everything I feel like happens on a Tuesday only because that's when my principal is available. And BLT happens on the 15th. You know, if you are in the education system, you know how busy principals are, but I'm learning it more and more now that I am going into being a principal. I'm seeing how often my principal is out of the school and having the vice principals run the school, or AP, vice principal, I guess it's not what they call them anymore. Sorry. Anyway, so my principal is out a lot more. Okay, so on top of that, payday for me, so there's some payday stickers right here. That I have 2 paydays this month, and my husband has 2 paydays this month, almost 3, because if this would have been this, if this would have been the 31st, he would have a payday this day, and this day. So I have 2 no matter what, and he has 2 this month as it is. So, let's see. Let us see. You know, I like this, but unless you were to put a script on it, it doesn't work. Does that make sense? So I'm just gonna put the payday sticker right on, and I'll write his name. Okay, and then I get paid on the 15th, which looks like it is a Tuesday. Mine are every month the same time. His are every other Friday, which could be good, could be bad. It just depends on how you run your bills. I used to get paid actually monthly, which was hard, but it was kind of good because then we could rely on my paycheck to like finish off our bills. Now we have to be able to plan it through the month. Okay, so these are Dave's. These are mine. Okay, so let's see. I've done BLT, I've done SEC, and I've done back to school. Now I need to do, we'll figure out the travel soon. So I'm gonna do, oh, there it is. I was like, why am I missing one? So I'm going to use these ones for my working. They're called, you know, competitions, dance competitions, if you're familiar with dance. If you're familiar with studio dance, there are competitions, and sorry, Clearfield. I am a judge for dance competitions, specifically for drill team, which is cool. Drill team is a more precision dance space. I think I've mentioned it in 1 or 2 of my videos, but I am a judge for drill this season. I coached last year. Oh, that's smeared. Gosh dang it. Oh well. I coached last year, and so this year I am judging just so that I can stay in it, because I stopped coaching so that I could go back to school. Yeah, so this is the Richfield comp. I don't have to write more because that's at Richfield High School, obviously. So it is competition season for drill teams, and then studios will start shortly after drill teams. I'm trying to use my nails a little bit to get those in. And there's one competition that I forgot that I am judging, and that's on the 24th, and it is a region. Sorry if my camera's shaking because I'm using a table that is, so normally I film at school and now I'm filming at home, and I think I've decided that I'm going to film at home from here on out just because it is a little bit easier. I'm not worried about people walking in necessarily. Like, my husband could walk in, but he knows I do this, so it doesn't matter. It's not as weird. Anyway, so I'm using a table that's a little, it's sturdy, it's just a little rocky. So, because it's like a kitchen table. Okay, so I'll show you if you see my head. Okay, now I have a doctor's appointment that I need to put in. Let's see if there's any icons. These are all like fun. Date night, dinner, cleaning time, movie time. Let's see if there's a doctor on here. Oh, there is. There's an icon there. So there's only one doctor icon for an entire month. Wow. Okay, so what I'll do, because I have not used one of, I think I'm going to do it this way. And I'll do gray. Oh, where are my tweezers when I need them? I don't know why. I just got my nails done. This is the first time in a long time that I've had acrylic nails, and so it's a little bit harder for me to function, but in the same breath it's also nice because then I can do things like use it to try and not smear. So this is a doctor's appointment at 3:20 on the 16th. Okay. Anyway, so for Christmas, my daughter got a kitchen from Santa, which is so fun. She loves it. She's really starting to interact and have a lot of fun, so I'm really enjoying seeing her. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Okay. And then one more thing that I want to put down is that the University of Utah school starts back up on the 10th. I don't know what that is. Okay. So I have classes starting on Thursday. So this last semester I had classes on Monday. This semester just depends on the professor and what class they're wanting to teach. And the professor that I have is actually the director of the entire department. So she wanted to do it on Thursday, so we are doing it on Thursday. Okay, now I have 3 left of these, and I'm going to use those for the birthdays. Just because I like the space. So, and then I probably have either a couple icons or at least one icon that I can use. So let's see. Nope, that is interesting. You know what? I'm going to look in my stash. So let me go look at my stash and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I was able to find a couple pink icons from different kits that I had used in the past. This kit I believe was from like Peaches and Pinks. It was the Nutcracker kit that I used a couple weeks ago. And although it doesn't match perfectly, it is the best that I could do, which means that I need to go purchase some birthday icons of some sort because I don't like this. I don't like running into a situation of not knowing what's going on. So on top of that, I also put in the 4 names right here. Remember, goals, finances, don't forget. You know, January is a big goal-based month, and I can't remember what the statistic is, but it's really low that people drop their New Year's resolutions before February even hits. So I really want to be adamant about that. On top of that, I think I want to choose like a word of the month. So I am going to try, or not the word of the month, sorry, word of the year, to where I replicate it and I just emulate it in all cases. And so that's why I did remember goals, finances, and don't forget, because I've already discussed with my husband, we are going to make a resolution for finances because we would like to be able to just relax a little bit more. So that is that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down some of the holidays, at least the ones that I know. Like, for example, New Year's Day. I know that that is on the 1st, which is interesting that she made this black. And I'm sorry, I say she as if it can't be a man that runs it, which is just dumb of me. It's interesting that they would put black as New Year's Day because this whole thing is black. So Martin Luther King Jr. Day is this day, which luckily I do not have school this day because of that. And actually I should probably put that. Oh, look, they've got a day off sticker. So I've got no school this day. Oh, I'm glad I picked up my my tweezers. So let me find out what other days I don't have school this month. Okay, so obviously the 1st I do not have school, and since they kept that black, I'm gonna put it black there. So I do not have school on the 1st. That is a obvious one. And let's see, what else? What other days? So January 17th is the end of the 1st, or end of 2nd quarter. No student day is the 18th. So technically it's a day off, but it's a no student day, which means that I still have to go in and I have training, but in the same breath, it's like a way more low-key day. I need to make sure all of my grades are done, and that is crooked. You know what? It's just gonna have to stay. I don't want to deal with it, and my fingers are already, it looks like I'm working in a freaking oil house. Okay, so I don't have school this day or this day. That's nice. It's gonna be a long weekend, and then that's all. Okay. Excuse me. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put the dates in. I don't need to put the 1st in, and the 2nd's already in, so I will do the 3rd, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like at the end. All right, so this is the final spread, and I did add a couple of things, like I put that we return from California on the 1st. I also put that Layla's daycare reopens on the 7th. I noticed a couple of things that I did incorrectly, like I put down some of the stickers. I whited out too much. I didn't white out the 3rd because I didn't know that it was going to show through, so then I whited out all the rest of the dates while I put them in. So I have a couple things that I need to work on, but it's really interesting to see you know, how I progress. So I'm excited to see how it looks, you know, come like, you know, December, and I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? So yeah. So, what I'm going to do is, instead of videoing this, which I'm going to put right here, instead of videoing it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it and I'm going to post it on my Instagram. So if you are interested in seeing it, make sure you check out my Instagram because I will have this part all done. Actually, maybe I'll do it right here on each month. No, I'll just keep it on the note pages. So, but I really appreciate you watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm actually going to start, like, one of my resolutions is actually posting multiple videos a week for different things, whether it's monthly spreads, like obviously I'm only going to post this once a month, but monthly spreads, and then I'm going to start also doing memory planning. I also purchased some new inserts from Jasenia where it fits into my A5, but it is a week on 4 days, or no, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 days. Or four pages. It's technically called a week on 3 pages because it's physically using 3 pages, but it's backside of one, backside of another, back. So it's 4 sides, 3 pages. So and they're Erin Condren size, so I plan on using that. So Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I hope to see you soon. So thank you so much for stopping by to see my January spread, and I hope you have a wonderful day.